Hello, and welcome back to Elden Ring. So far in Elden Ring, the short version, you can still go watch like the 2-hour long recap that I did pretty recently. We are playing as a Tarnished who is tasked with taking up the Elden Throne, or the whatever. We're tasked with becoming the Elden Lord to take over the lands between and reforge the Elden Ring. The Elden Ring is basically like the tenets and rules that the world has to follow. Like, for example, Marika plucked the Rune of Death out of the Elden Ring, and all of a sudden, nobody in this land can die from natural causes. Nobody starves, nobody hungers, and nobody dies. And in turn, nobody's having sex. That's a weird thing. So, we were tasked with taking up the throne because Marika's firstborn child, Godwyn, got murdered by another one of her children, Ranni, who assassinated him. And this absolutely shattered her, and in turn, she shattered the Elden Ring. Radagon tried to put it back together, attempted to put it back together, but failed to. And in turn, the large shards of the Elden Ring went to the demigod children that she had, that Marika had, both with her current marriage and her previous marriages, because Radagon was also married prior, but Radagon and Marika are the same person. Again, 2-hour-long recap, super recent, whatever. So, all of those children failed to forge the Elden Ring once again. They all failed to defeat each other. So, the Tarnished were summoned back to the lands between and given the goal of taking down the demigod children and taking the Elden Ring for themselves to gain dominance over the lands between. But we've taken a little bit of a detour, because as we got up to where's my words? As we got up to the big tree, we noticed that it was basically locked. We couldn't get inside. The only solution to get inside would be to effectively burn the thorns that were blocking our path, which is heresy, because we're burning the Erdtree, right? It's like the primary symbol of the greater will in the Golden Order and so on and so forth. It's heresy, right? That would be like if I walked up to the Vatican and set it on fire. I don't know what the Vatican is. I think it's a church. You get the idea. So, like, we have to break in and to be able to reforge the Elden Ring. Well, we've taken a little detour from that as well. We were headed towards the mountaintops of the giants up here. You can see big flaming thing. We were headed up here because this would give us access to burning the Erdtree. But we took a little bit of a detour and started heading left instead towards the consecrated snowfield. Then we headed over to this place called the Haligtree. A place very similar and yet different from the Erdtree. It's still a massive tree, but rather than being associated with the Golden Order and the Greater Will and Marika, it is instead associated with... oh, okay. Then it'd be like if you burned the Pope's church. So instead of... instead of this being ruled by Marika and the Golden Order, it is ruled by specifically Miquella, who is one of the children of Marika and Radagon, who had 3 children. Actually 2, but there's one more theorized. Miquella, Malenia, and Melina. Melina is the one that's theorized, but we don't know that she's actually the kid. We don't know. But the 2 remaining were twins, and both represent different processes in life. Melania represents dying, specifically dying, not death, dying, right? And Miquella symbolizes growth, not birth, growth. Miquella is permanently a child. They are always a child body, probably like 12, I think, something like that. They are permanently a child, and Melania is rotting. Parts of her body are falling off, and she is infected with a thing called the Scarlet Rot, which has to do with an outer god. Because, yes, there's also outer gods in this world. There's Moog, who follows the Formless Mother. There's the Scarlet Rot. There's the Greater Will. There's the Fell God. There's so on and so forth. There's so many. There's the Frenzy God. There's so many, but we won't dive into that all again. Go watch the 2-hour recap. It's there. It's like 2 parts ago. Just if you want the full one, it's that. But we're gonna dive down into this tree, and if any lore bits pop up, I'll tell you, and I'll give you little recaps here or there of like things as we find them. But yeah. The Vatican City is a country, though.
Excuse me for such whimsical utterances.
Why is it called the Vatican City if it's a country? Hi, Whimsy. How are you? Also, I discussed this briefly of deciding if I was going to use.
That's a lot of nuts. That'll be $4, baby.
This weapon. I was deciding if I was going to use this weapon or not. I decided against it, and I'm going to stick with the rapiers for now. Are you beating the game tonight, Drew? No. But we are close. There is going to be a moment, most likely this stream, where we are going to have to stop, and I'm going to have to figure out how to duplicate my save. That is going to be an actual moment that is going to happen. Because I want to do something, but I also want to do it later. So... Yellow piss background? It's Journey. There's going to be a moment where we're going to have to stop, and I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. What do you mean, did I say yes to Melania? What are you talking about? What's happening? Are you fighting her tonight? You'll see. You'll find out real quick. Oof. I have to remember how to play the game. Take 2. They're using my sword. Ow! They use it better! Take 3. Okay. They're better than me. Damn. Oh! I'm being red! Oh! I did it! Oh. Were you... Were you watching that? So this is Millicent. For those of you that don't remember, because it has been a very long time since we've seen Millicent. Millicent is, kind of an offshoot of who Melania is, rather. When Melania did her Scarlet Rot thing in Caelid, the thing that made it so that half the map is covered, half of the Limgrave down here is covered in red. When she bloomed into the Scarlet Rot and created this massive tree flowering in the center, the Heart of Aeonia, weirdly, multiple characters seem to have been born out of the blooms of that tree. One of them was Millicent here, who, like Melania, was infected by Scarlet Rot. Like Melania, was missing an arm that then was given a...
This is a reminder.
was given a prosthetic arm by us. We also saved her life early on in her story. We saved her life early on in the story by giving her a needle that pushed back the Scarlet Rot, making it so that she wouldn't be infected as quickly. It would slow down that process. And we helped her kill a Godskin apostle. Oh, good job, dude. Millicent has been a ongoing story throughout the game. She's one of the most impactful and meaningful characters of the game. We also met her adoptive father, who we learned was actually not being as truthful as it seemed, but we'll learn more about that soon, I assume. Yeah.
Again we meet. I can only surmise our purposes are aligned. In which case, allow me to explain myself. I am of Melania's blood, but in what capacity I know not. I could be sister, daughter, or an offshoot.
I said one of those things, but it could be any
I
three.
am certain of a kinship between us. There is something I must return to Melania. The will that was once her own. The dignity. The sense of self that allowed her to resist the call of the Scarlet Rot. The pride she abandoned to meet Radahn's measure. There is the will that was once her own. The dignity.
It's the same thing. We'll learn more about her soon. Oh, you're still here?
There is something of the will that was once her dignity.
Oh. Why are you still here? I would have thought that she would have left when I sat down. Huh. If I, like, fast travel to this spot, is it gonna make her move on then? Or maybe I just have to progress?
There is something of the will that was a dignity.
Okay. This is a completely optional area, by the way. Everything that we're doing right now, I do not need to do to finish the game. I could go finish the game right now. Which is kind of amazing, that all of this is optional, because it is a lot. This is a lot of things to be optional. Did you see that little, like, effect that happened when I killed that guy? I'll point it out again when it happens. When you see that little, like, white stroke effect, like, come out and it goes whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. That is an effect that, basically means that they're about to drop an item. It is a visual effect that happens only when an item is dropped. Why do you want her to leave so bad? Because I want her to move on to the next step of her story. Whoa. If I were in a FromSoft game, would you complete my quest line? No, I don't need to know the end. It's like one of those things where, like, you know how Croissant has been playing Kid Icarus and refuses to finish the game because then it's over? That's me with the Totally Dudular questline. See that effect? It just happened again. It happens for us a lot because we have like a 200% drop rate or something like that. Or I guess a plus 100% drop rate, I guess would be the way to put it. That's very kind. Yeah, I'm just not that interested in it. Okay. That's less kind. I think it's pretty kind still. Oh. See? They got their helmet. Helmet. Hi. I mean, so far we've done every single quest line in this game except for one, which we chose not to do. Which was Dung Eaters. Dung Eaters quest line requires us to like straight up kill characters. And I didn't want to do that. Famed iron cap adorned with a crown of unalloyed gold, worn by foot soldiers sworn to the Haligtree. Who is it that Miquella shall bless, if not the low and the meek? An iron helm graced by a crown of unalloyed gold. We're learning more, chat. What is this unalloyed gold? I didn't mean to drink that one. Why is Dung Eater so rude? He fucking desecrates corpses and makes it so that they can never be reborn through Nirvana or whatever. Produces 3 rings of light and fires them forward. The rings of light return to a position close to the caster before disappearing. This incantation can be cast repeatedly. A gift from the young Miquella to his father Radagon. This shows that Miquella and Radagon had a close relationship. at one point. These things hanging from the ceiling are cocoons. Most notably to real life, they are close to the silk moth cocoon, specific types. Inside of these are albinorics, which are the characters that we've met throughout the world that are the people who have their legs fading over time. We've met multiple of them throughout the game. They are in a state of metamorphosis, kind of mimicking Miquella in a way, which we'll talk about more in time. But these are albinorics. Some of them actually made it to the Haligtree. Do you have the duelist helm? I don't know. No. No. Yoink. Oh, I didn't read the brass shield. On the larger side for a medium-sized shield, the face has been covered in brass, commonly employed in the shattering. Where does that sound come from? Is it from in here? You said no one... You said no, like that one content creator who does a really good impression of a One Piece character you haven't seen yet? Okay. Oh, nice. We got their shoes. Rust worn and stained through unending conflict. Are you still in Alabasta? Yeah, I haven't been watching because I haven't been working out because I'm bad. How you doing, VV? Kind of the right game in a way. My nose hurts? I can make it hurt worse. Oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How did you... I didn't press the jump button. Hey, look. Feedbed curse. Dung Eater was here. Looky there. He stop slouching. Oops. Man, how did you survive? Feet. Oh, these guys are infected by rot. I didn't want to be down there anyways. Hello. Thank you. Oh, this dude's just chilling here? Careful. Careful. Asking about things that may or may not have been seen. Finlay was one of the... Well, this is one of the Albinorics that is inside of these cocoons. You can see this one's kind of formed like a human. See that? I mean, like, I've seen, like, a scene or two from Yu-Gi-Oh!, but I don't fucking know. Why is he so creamy? They bleed silver because they are made of silver. Kind of like mercury. Are you asking me to give you lore about the duelists, Splatacake? Is that what you want? I don't need the gear to know about the duelists. Being hunted right now? Okay. I wanted to ask about something specific on that set, but you can't farm for that set if you're a certain progression in the game. We have not been to the zone that you were referencing. But there was different ways to ask that question that would have been better. But we have not been to that area. Your feet didn't save you this time? Well, it's because my feet were loose. I kicked off my Sunday shoes. Yeah, so anyway. I mean, you can just ask what the thing was, Splatacake. What were you going to ask about the duelist set if we had it? We've seen the duelist many times. Are you going to ask about the snakes? Why is the snake viewed as a traitor to the Erdtree? Well, there is two possible reasons for that. There's two possible answers. One of which we haven't seen yet. And we won't see for quite a while. So that's reason number one. We can't talk about that one yet, and we won't be able to talk about that until, like, DLC stuff, basically. Option number two is something that we have seen. Ricard got eaten by a big snake. There's evidence of that big snake being an active thing in the world long before Ricard got eaten by that big snake. The sword that we used to kill the big snake existed long before Ricard got eaten by that big snake. So, like, that's why. Big Snake is seen as blasphemous. Big Snake is seen as against the greater will in the Erdtree. In turn, Duelist Wear Snake be bad for a crowd. Again, there is a secondary answer here that probably makes more sense in reality. But we can't talk about that yet. Dagger. 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 Magic. Oh. I was texting and driving. Alright, we're going cowabunga mode. Me? Excuse me, pardon me? Excuse me? Excuse me, pardon me? No, 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 no. What's out here? Okay. Okay. That was a little too close for comfort. God, the Clean Rot Knights are so cool, though. Look at all the cool shit she's doing. God damn. Ha! Look, we got that cool scythe. Look at it. Look, chat. It's cool. It's a cool scythe. And it goes whoosh, 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 whoosh. Oh, it doesn't actually do the whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Oh, well, I'm a little disappointed. It's still a cool scythe. And it does the Ring of Light spell that she does, but we can't do it because we don't have the ability. But it's cool. It's still a cool scythe. Use the cool scythe. I don't have the stats to use the cool scythe. I don't have them. And I've already dedicated a lot of resources to this, to these rapiers. I can't really easily change over. Yeah. I'm trying to save resources, and honestly time, for the weapons that we'll find in the DLC. Because odds are I'm going to end up finding a weapon in the DLC that I like more. That's happened just about every time. So odds are I'm probably going to find a weapon in the DLC that I vibe with. So I'm going to be trying out things in the DLC actively and see where we land. So I'm kind of saving resources for then. Not saying that that's going to happen. The odds are just non-zero, you know? You can see there's fucking ballistas firing at me right now. You see that? That's crazy. We're out of here. So I can continue down that way and continue progressing. This is one of those areas that's like there's 5 million different paths you can take. So I can continue progressing down that way towards the ballista. You can also see that there's this bridge that leads over there. That's kind of what that path is. It leads over there to that little section. That hurt some. I could take this path down into that little zone. You can see 2 people chilling in there. That's kind of a different path to get to where the ballista are. And then on top of that, that's not even including the areas that are back here. You've seen that there was a path down that I accidentally fell into, so I could get down there. And then on top of that, there is another path that leads over to that tree sentinel that you can see by taking... Was it jumping where I just was, or was it over here? It's where I just was. Yeah. So there's many paths that we can take here. We're gonna take this one. See that this will end up being a shortcut most likely. It currently does not work. Where does this go? I don't remember it, dude. I know of a singular DLC weapon type, like a typing, like how this is a thrusting sword, but I don't remember any of them. Sword forged by the servants of Miquella of the Haligtree, with a design modeled after those carried by Carrion knights. Instead of glintstone, however, amber from the Haligtree is embedded in the blade. A sumptuous piece, yet it has never been offered to any knight. An ill-starred sword with no master. It looks like... It looks like... Is it a longsword? It looks like this. See it? See it? And just a contrast. So this is this sword. And then this is the carrion sword. You can see that they're kind of the same form. The hilt's different. But you can see they're kind of the same thing. They're very, like, vaguely similar. Anyways. Oh, wait, what's over there? Yeah, my memory's bad, dude, so I've forgotten. Don't worry about it. Chad, I need music recommendations, but not just random music recommendations. Chad, I need more music that is comparable to Chapel Roan's music. I need Chapel Roan related music suggestions. Okay, I would describe it as funk pop, or I guess pop funk. I would describe it as pop funk. If there's pop rock, right, and pop punk, I would describe this as pop funk. Yeah. Oh, this is just leading back. Oh, I guess chill. Okay. Cowabunga. Have you tried Sabrina Carpenter? I know who Sabrina Carpenter is. I have not listened. Is that comparable? That's not the right word. Is that comparable? About Alan Lumberjack? Never heard of him. Also, hi, Nakupe. How are you? Oh, I didn't think that through. Hi. How are you? I do very unfortunately not listen to much pop. See, me neither. I've been doing like a, nah. I think Chapel is like a mix of people like Cyndi Lauper, Elaine. I've not heard of any of these people except for Lady Gaga and Madonna. I don't know Boy Genius either. You might really enjoy Korean rap. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I like. I wouldn't say I like J-pop, but I like city pop. Which is usually Japanese. I like a lot of that. I fuck with a lot of that. Probably my favorite out of those might be Just a Joke. I really like that song a lot. But I'm not confident on that. Yeah, I like a lot of the city pop. Is girls just want to have fun? That doesn't really, like, that's not, I don't know. I see where you're coming from of, like, that being comparable to Chapel, but, like, I don't know if I would say that that's the same. I don't know. I feel like Chapel has such, like, a unique vibe to it, and I want more of that vibe because, like, as much as I love Chapel's music, she can't put out music that fast. You know? She can't, there's only, like, 1.5 albums, and the first album isn't really the same vibe as the second, you know? Or rather, the first EP isn't the vibe of the second, you know? So it's like, she can't put stuff out fast enough for, my ears. Bruno Mars is a good one. Yeah, I've listened to a lot of Bruno Mars. Is Bruno Mars gay? What is it? Is Bruno Mars is gay or something? Alanis Morissette sang/wrote "You Oughta Know," which is a song about the guy who played Uncle Joey. I don't know who that is. I don't know what you just said to me. Does Bruno Mars is gay? That's what it was. I know Chapo was part of Brat Summer. I believe Brat Summer was led by Olivia Rodrigo. Am I wrong? I listened to some of Olivia Rodrigo stuff. I don't like it. I feel like all of Olivia Rodrigo's stuff, or at least most, I shouldn't say all. Most of Olivia Rodrigo's stuff is like songs about breakups, about men who hurt her, and it's like, I don't, you know, like if it was like one or two. Oh, is it Charlie XCX? And I haven't listened to it. I have not listened to it. Yeah, I listened to Olivia Rodrigo, and I did not like it because it was all just like men who hurt her, and it's like, man, if it was like one or two songs, I'd be like, I'd be in, I'd be down, but like it's just about every song, you know. It's like I don't. Yeah. I should probably listen to Paramore. That is a good call. I have been listening. I've been making my way through. I'm going to die. I've been making my way through. Well, now Jenny has the credit for me listening to Paramore, and only Jenny. I've been listening to a lot of Blondie. I've been making my way through Blondie so slowly. I don't want to do it all at once because there's a lot of it, and a lot of it is different vibes. So I feel like it fits more for me to take it a little slow. But I've been making my way through a lot of Blondie. But I don't know if I'm going to keep with it. Because like I said, a lot of it's different vibes. Because Blondie went from being like purely punk to something that was like a weird mesh of punk and dance. I'm dead. I'm alive. I am so itty-bitty that there was nothing that I could do about that. Because I can't move quick with my tiny little baby legs. You see me, like, walking, these shoes were made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. See how, like, I'm walking forward and I'm, like, normal speed? If I lock on, look at how slow I walk. Oh, back. Look how slow I walk when I lock on. It's like, I don't know why it does that when I'm itty-bitty. But I like it. I like it. I like being itty-bitty. Zooming. Ah, come here. Come here. Oh. I can't believe I dodged that. I can't believe I didn't dodge that. I might die. So close. Tree. Okay. Am I throwing? That took too long for what that boss is. Ceremonial staff depicting the Erd tree in its historic radiance. It festers with scarlet rot. Wielded by the avatars who protect the minor Erd trees. That tree spirit being there is very significant. Because that means that this Haligtree here, and we're going to see more of this with time, this Haligtree here is some form of a minor Erd tree. Which is, for those of you that don't remember, we've been seeing those throughout the map, like here's one right here. They're basically small offspring of the Erd tree. Yeah. I can't believe you ate the Erd tree. It was, they're the minor, or the tree spirit rather. It has like, it's like infested with scarlet rot. I can't believe you ate it. That's wild. That's gross. That's gross. Spit it out. You're gonna get sick. You're gonna get sick. You'll be like doing kickflips and stuff. Or Koroks? Kinda. These guys suck. We fought a couple of them before. They utilize the same rigging as an enemy from Sekiro. Except Sekiro is a vastly different game than what Elden Ring is. Sekiro is all about like the deflecting of every single attack, right? This game isn't that. So them existing here makes you have to fight them in a not natural way. They fucking suck. They suck. This legendary talisman is an eye engraved with a rune. I'm going to restart it. I don't know how to read today. This legendary talisman is an eye engraved with an Elden rune, said to be the seal of Queen Marika. Greatly raises mind intelligence, faith, and arcane, but also increases damage taken by a similar measure. Solemn duty weighs upon the one beholden, not unlike a gnawing curse from which there is no deliverance. You can see here, oh, sorry, wrong area. You can see here, we actually already have that charm, but not the same eyeball. So we have Radagon's Scar Seal and Marika's Scar Seal. You can see they kind of have the same format. They're both eyes. They're a married couple. They're technically the same person. You get the idea. You show your friends that video after stream yesterday? Oh, I forgot. I was so, like, absorbed in that, like, last round, and how much I disliked it because playing the manager sucked so bad. And I felt bad. And I felt really, really bad for all of the people that I played with. And I still am very anxious about everything. So, like, I just, you know, I was very absorbed in all of that because I just didn't like being manager and I didn't like having to be the bad guy. So. You know. We're actually going to go a different way. We're going to take a different path. Rather than dropping down. We don't need to do that. We're going to instead go this way, past these two Clean Rot Knights, because I'm not going to fucking deal with them again. And we're going to head over here, go up this tree. Pick up an old fang. On one hand, maybe yes, Maker, maybe that's what it is. On the other hand, I want people to like me. So it's maybe it's a good heart thing, but maybe it's coming from a selfish position because I worry about people's opinions of me all the time. All the time. All the time. We're going to drop down on this. Because I believe this item right here is just another seedbed curse thing. And to be honest, I don't remember how to get up there. Oh, this is not the right way. Did the Erdtree lose its glow? I don't know what you mean by that. An Erdtree cannot be the Elden Lord. No. The Erdtree is more like an animal. Which I guess also is a human, but you get the idea. They're not like that. They're different. It's quirky. Quirky. You said the Haligtree is a minor Erdtree, but it's not glowing like the others. Well, the others aren't glowing. We'll go to a minor Erdtree in a second, once I get Find a Grace. The only minor Erd tree that's glowing is the Erd tree. All the others are just normal-looking trees with yellow leaves. Or gold leaves, rather. And it's theorized that the Erd tree itself was originally also just a normal tree. But it's infected with, like, not necessarily a parasite. Symbiote maybe would be the better way to say it. I don't know. It's symbiotic being kind of thing. We don't really know. But it's theorized that the Erd tree was just a normal great tree, and then it became gold later. Because of the Greater Will and the Golden Order and the so on and so forth. Kind of like Venom. That's not necessarily what I meant. But like a symbiotic being like Venom is. It's like the Deku Tree. No, because the Deku Tree is... The seed that you plant is the Deku Tree. You know? This isn't... This was a tree... This was a tree that was a massive great tree comparable to Yggdrasil, right? That then was later given the ability to glow in the way it is, like I went up to a tree in your front yard and put some poison in it and caused that tree to die. That was me putting something in the tree to make that happen. This is that, but maybe with some sort of symbiotic being inside the tree that made it glow like that. We don't know, though. This is all theories. None of this is confirmed. There are just some things in the game that reference a great tree and a tree that looks normal, and others that are related to the Erd tree that is all golden and that kind of thing. Bad one, bad one. Bad photo, bad photo. Is the Erd tree dying? At one point, the Erd tree was seen as immortal, and it was always dropping sap 24/7. It was always dropping sap. And then one day it stopped doing that, and let go of all of the seeds that became the minor Erd trees when the shattering happened. So, at one point it was seen as immortal, and maybe at one point it was immortal. It is no longer that. Yeah. What is the lore of the swirly floor below you, below the big cup? I don't know. That catches stars or something. I don't know. Kind of looks like an Erd tree. Roots, maybe. It's not really lore. You can just kind of look at that and be like, that kind of looks like roots. Or look at that and that kind of looks like the Elden Ring. And maybe it's one of those two things, because the Elden Ring just is a tree. You know? I don't know. Ooh. I'm warned by the knights sworn to the Haligtree, graced by a crown of unalloyed gold. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell. Spirits of common soldiers who carry the sacred light. When weakened, they explode to deliver a last-ditch attack. This was the bitter revelation discovered by the desperate soldiers who awaited the return of their lord to the rotted Haligtree. May the flash of our deaths guide Miquella's return. More on that in a minute. You look through this hole. You look very, very carefully through this hole, and you really use your eyes. You really eaves peep fully, right? You look through there. You can see Princess Zelda in amber. Yeah, that's right. Right through there. Crazy. Crazy. Crazy lore. Elden Ring is in the Zelda timeline? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That picture looks like you're really feeling the vibe of a song, like it's hitting you, or you're about to bust a move. I'm always about to bust a move. Yeah, ease peep with your eyes, Drew. SMH my head. Ease peeping is both. It's both. It's either. Anyways, there's another tree here. I don't want to. You understand. In fact, here's what we're gonna do. Excuse me. Oh. Excuse me. Oops. Did I drop my horrible vibes playlist in the server? Why not? Yeah, it has a spyglass. Yeah, look at it in an angle. Man, I'm so itty bitty. Oh, never mind. I lied. Man, I'm so thick. Oh, hey, guys. Excuse me, I'm just gonna grab this real quick. Don't mind me. Thank you. All right. Sword fashioned from pure crystal, a deed impossible for a human. It festers with scarlet rot, and wreathed with powerful magic. Its attacks scale with intelligence. Oops. I should probably look something up real quick.
Exclamation mark SSML.
Before we pass whatever after tree boss means, because I don't know what that means. I'm good. You can see here a lot more Albinorics, all cocooned. All cocooned. A bunch of cocooned Albinorics. You can even see, if you couldn't piece together that these are Albinorics, you can see them in a pose that they've been striking for the entire game. No, you're gonna wake them up! You're gonna wake them up! Let them sleep, dude! They're gonna become a beautiful butterfly! Yeah, those are the Albinorics that we've been seeing. Oh, I said I was gonna show you a lesser Urger. I'll show you the Albinorics too while we're at it, so that you can see what I mean. Firstly, oh, not that one. This one. Why are they cocoons? I'll tell you in a minute. You can see this one's not really glowing. It's, I mean, like, its leaves are, but the tree itself is just a normal tree. The Haligtree is brown, but it's also infected with scarlet rot, so, like, it's dying, I guess, but I don't know. And then the Albinorics are... Best place to see those. Probably be... at their village, which I thought I had a thing to. I guess not. Is it? No, it's the boil prawn shop.
What did Zelda say to Link when he couldn't get the door wasn't opening?
What? What did Zelda say?
Triforce.
Ah! 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 That's a good one. Oh, here it is. That's good. Ba-dum-tsh. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be here all week. The village is done. Here's an Albinork. You can see them doing the nearly exact pose that they were just doing in the cocoon. You can see an Albinork right here. If I walk up to them, they are. They're schmoovin' again. Look at that. You can see their legs are faded. They're gonzo. Yep. My stream broke when you laughed. You couldn't take it. You couldn't take the amount of joy that I had. You laugh like the sloth in Zootopia. Some kids bullied me in high school and called me sloth. Because I was a slacker and didn't care about anything that I was doing in school. Because why would I want to be there when I could be at home saying slurs in Call of Duty? You know? Yeah, first off, you can look down there and get a hint at things later. But also, here's some more of those centipede dudes that we've seen around. The rot worshippers. There's some more of those guys chilling here. Who have one of the worst attacks in the game. I really like their glaive. You can also see I'm getting Aeonian butterflies, butterflies that represent Melania. There's also these other butterflies that are glowing around, but I can't collect them. They just exist. What happened to them? I don't know. I deleted both Twitter and Facebook. My Firefox went hee hee hoo hoo. My bullies in pre-K hit me in the face with a chair. I wonder if that's why my jaw is misaligned. I didn't get hit with a chair, but they poured milk over my head. And then we later became friends. Best friends, even. But then after elementary school, we didn't really talk much. That's how that goes. Was it Acid? No, Acid and I weren't really friends until middle school. We knew each other in elementary. We weren't friends until middle school. All right. Okay. See these little baby forms of the centipede guys. I think that's what those are. I'm not sure though. I just have to take it, honestly. Scarlet Rot, I mean. I only have one preserving bolus. That's very epic. Very cool. Can I make more? I cannot. Well, very epic. Very cool. Why are the lamprey and why do they have so many hands? I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of different creatures around that aren't like 100% humanoid. They're not the only ones. Those are the rot worshippers. That's what they are. But it seems like they're born from the rot, given the fact that there was just little babies that kind of looked like them. But I don't know what those are, honestly. My bully's called me and my mom watermelons. I don't even know what that means. How do the butterflies connect to the rot? You know, honestly, Maker, I don't 100% know why the butterflies exist, but regardless, they are, according to the myth, these butterflies were once the wings of the goddess of Ra herself. See how they say that? So it's like, they represent the wings of the goddess of Ra. That also confirms that we know that the goddess of Ra has wings. It also confirms that, we also have a different confirmation from this weapon that says a ceremonial tool used by heretics crafted from the relic of a sealed outer god. We can infer that that sealed outer god is the rot god, which means we know that whatever the rot god was before it was sealed by the blue swordsman, or the blind swordsman rather, we know that it both had a scorpion-like tail with a stinger on the end, and had wings. So whatever the rot god actually looks like, it has both of those things. Or rather, she, I guess, because it says goddess. It's been gendered. Now we know that the rot god is actually the rot goddess. But yeah, so that represents that represents the rot, and in turn it also represents... oh, I never used this.
My beloved.
Me and my partner. But we have that, and then we also have we have the Aeonian butterfly, right? So that represents Melania. We have the smoldering butterfly. It's theorized that this represents Melina, our fire maiden who left when we took on the frenzy. The nascent butterfly represents Miquella. You can see here it says the butterfly appears as though it's just emerged from its cocoon for its entire life. Miquella always growing up. You get the idea. Okay, cool. Always growing up, forever young, forever 12 years old. You get the idea. That little homing attack right there, hate it. One of the worst attacks in the game. The pincer missile or whatever. What do we know about Miquella? Not much. Just basically what I just said, and that he worked with unalloyed gold, and that he wanted to resurrect his brother Godwin via an eclipse, by using an eclipse. But we don't really know more about that. I don't know if the thing that I need to kill is after the drainage pipe or before the drainage pipe. Go west through the doorway, climb up the ladder. says, to reach the mini-moss, go to the drainage channel site and go west through the door. So it is this way. Okay. That's all I need to know. I didn't know. I need to know the rest. I just need to know if it was west or east. Miquella factually raised 3 dragons that were just once eggs. After he emerged from the fire with the baby dragons, he vowed to free everyone and not hurt innocent people. Give it a few years, Miquella sets fire to an entire town that surrendered and bangs his nephew. Weird, right? Burn them all! Burn them all! Sorry, I forgot to answer a question. Jenny asked, didn't ask, but said, if rot, why so pretty? Or something like that. We as... Let me take, like, one step further. We as humans often fear the dying. A lot of horror-related things are related to old people, the elderly, and stuff like that, people that are dying. We fear things like that, or like even worse than that, like a festering wound, and so on and so forth. We fear these things because they all represent death and disease. Even beyond that, a dead body. A lot of humanity fears a dead body, and like that makes sense on one hand, because it's a dead body. You know, obviously that's not good. But a lot of the disease that dead body would have had most likely died when the person died. So it's like anything that was going on there, like in reality, a dead body is a lot safer than an alive body. So it's like we fear these things, and it makes sense why we fear these things, but they're things that we fear all the same. But in reality, an old person is just an old person. A festering wound is just a festering wound. A diseased, infected wound can be healed. It can be fixed. These things can be changed. So, Malenia represents the state of dying. Not death. Dying. Specifically. That is what Malenia represents. So, we as humans fear dying. But when written in a different context like the one that Hindus and Buddhists believe, when written in that context, or written in the context of Christians where they have the heaven, right? They have heaven where you go after you die, and it's this glorious land, or Valhalla where you die in combat and you get granted a bounteous feast with a party and so on and so forth with all the heroes of the land. When written in this context, it kind of gives the act of dying a glimmer of hope. It's still not something that you necessarily want to do. You still don't want to die, hopefully. If you do, go see therapy. But it gives the act of death an afterlife, some sort of glimmer of hope, right? So, while this scarlet rot is viewed as negative and bad by the bulk of humanity, and like it should be, you know, obviously it is a bad thing, there is a strange beauty to it. There's a strange twist to it all, to others, like maybe Malenia herself, or her children, like Millicent, maybe it's not a negative thing. Maybe to the goddess of rot herself, up in the heavens, the outer god that is the scarlet rot, you know, maybe that's scarlet rot. I don't know. What are you asking, Kiana? Ask more specific of what I'm saying. Maybe the goddess of rot that is up in the sky, up in the heavens, or wherever the hell, maybe she doesn't view the scarlet rot as a negative thing. Maybe she views it as beautiful and pretty. What are you on about? Jenny asked, or said, if Scarlet Rot bad, why pretty? I'm answering that question. That's what I'm answering that question. That's why it has that little twist to it. Because it's all things that are like, there is a twist to it. Because it's not just death. Not just dying. It's not just killing a land. It's morphing it into something else. It's morphing it into something new. It's a different state of being. It's a different state of life. Because that's really what Malenia and Miquella both represent. They represent different states of life, different moments of life. And that it doesn't necessarily have to be ugly. It doesn't necessarily have to be bad. It at the very least isn't all bad. You know, it isn't all negative. It isn't all evil. It isn't all just black and white like that. There is an area of gray, where hope can be found. In the same way as all of these games, when you really think about it. Because, like, when you die in these video games, you drop your runes. You don't just die and then that's it. You drop your runes. You drop your souls. You drop your blood echoes. Whatever you want to call it, right? For depending on the game. You die and you drop these things. It gives a state of rebirth. It gives you a second chance. Your death wasn't just a death. Your death was a second chance. And that's what all of these games are really about. A endless cycle of second chances. That's what all of these are about until you, the player, choose to end it. And end that cycle. End that loop. No more second chances. A moving on of sorts. You know? Sure, Jenny. In the words of MCR, the world is ugly, but you're beautiful to me. Yeah, okay. Analyzing the choice to make something scary into something pretty is a sign of good world building. It's just, some of it might just be like, me and the community surrounding these games inferring things. You know, like maybe it's viewer interpretation, but it's not all ugly. Like these flowers that are here, right? These are clearly born from some variant of rot. And I think that we can all agree that these flowers are some variant of pretty. These flowers here, I think we can all agree that these are some variant of pretty. But these are sitting directly next to a rot pool 2 inches away. Man. Where did that loser go? These guys, on the other hand, are anything but pretty. Fuck you. Ooh, he dropped something. Oh, it was nothing. Now I see that singing cheese emote. Oh, is it saying "Qua"? Is that what you see? Me 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 me. Who's lighting these candles? The dude I just killed. Now they're all gonna go out. I'm gonna press this button again. This is not going to be easy, chat. I was Quack. Beauty of me killing you. I can't believe that hit me. That I can believe. He made out of wood. He's an ulcerated tree spirit. Yeah, ask specific questions, Keon. What are you asking? And would you like to join the cold? We have insurance. It displays the bodies and there's plaques next to them. It says how they died. Interesting. The way you were talking just sounded like you were talking out of your ass and reaching, but then you brought up the community, and I went, all right. This is more of an analysis. This is more of an analysis people were actually having. Yeah. I mean, like, nothing that I say about this game is really talking out of my ass because I've done so much research. So even if it was just me, it isn't just me talking out of my ass 9 times out of 10 because I've read so much about this game and the story of it and the writing of it and the creation of it. Like, there was a lot that's gone into this playthrough. Most of it VOD videos. I won't lie. But a lot outside of his stuff, too. Man. That's a good idea, Splattercake. Can your current weapon use greases, or are they upgraded so it's not allowed? Sombre. So, also not allowed, or has an Ash of War. Yeah, I should probably, yeah, that's a good idea. Using those is a good idea. A lot of the reason I like lurking on the lore through is very analytical and adds to the stuff I wasn't aware of. The world in this is amazing. One of the things that I talk about in my upcoming video is there is a part in my upcoming video about world building. And the reason I talk about this game is because the video is primarily about Monster Hunter. And Monster Hunter and this game and the other FromSoft games are polar opposites in the aspect that this game is built characters first. They came up with the rough concepts of the bosses and the characters before they built the world. Monster Hunter is the exact opposite. Monster Hunter is built world first, and then the monsters are put into it. So they are polar opposites. So, like, at the end of the day, when we're talking about what the story of Elden Ring is, and any other FromSoft title post Dark Souls, when we're talking about these games, what it really boils down to is a story about characters. Not a story about a world, but the characters within that world. I forgot that there was a phase 2. Because everything is built around these characters. There's nothing that is like, or at least there's not much that is like, hang on. There is not a lot in this game that is like, this city existed and this person just happened to be there. You know, this super notable character just happened to find it. There's not a lot that's like that in these games, especially the early ones. There is a couple instances of that in this game. Like, for example, Radahn trained gravity magic in the city of Celia. The reason although the city was made specifically for Radahn to learn that, like in development, that's the reason that city exists, is so that Radahn could have a reason to learn that gravity magic. So, like, that's why it's there. But, like, in lore, he's not the one that built the city. You know? But it's still, the only reason that city exists is because he exists. You know what I mean? The only reason this tree exists is because Miquella exists. The only reason the consecrated snowfields exists is because America exists. You know, it's like every single thing can be in like development terms. Not like story terms, but like from the perspective of them developing this game. Wow. From the perspective of them developing this game and creating this game, every single thing in the game is tied to a character. There's nothing in this game that can't be directly tied to a character. So it's like, that's what I'm saying of like, this game and all the other FromSoft titles post Dark Souls were developed character first, and then everything was then tied to those characters. It's like the Pepe Sylvia fucking mystery board, that kind of thing, right? The fucking web, it all wraps back to these characters. There's never an instance where it doesn't. Meanwhile, with Monster Hunter, the Ancient Forest exists because the Ancient Forest exists. Then there just happens to be animals living there. The Rotten Vale exists because the Rotten Vale exists. There just happens to be animals living there. You get the idea? And that's the difference between the two games, world building wise. I think if I die this time, I think I'm gonna use a fire thing if I have it. That is such an insane level of damage. Whoa. This is the worst one of these in the game, by the way. Unless, of course, they added one in the DLC. But this one is required, so. At least if this is the right one. I don't know if there's any others in the tree. I'm dead. Drew still not played the DLC. I have not played the DLC. I don't know nearly anything about the DLC. I know a couple bosses, like boss names, which in turn tells me a lot. But I don't know anything about those bosses or anything that we learn about those bosses in the DLC. And I know about an outer god that's in the DLC, but I don't know anything about said outer god. I just know its name. Sure are a strange being, Croissant. I don't know what an outer god is. America is a god. Goddess. America is a god. An outer god is a god that is in outer space. For example, you probably know the name, the Greater Will. The Greater Will is an outer god. How you doing, cats? Nothing wrong with deathism. I don't think you should be looking up people dying. I don't think that's a thing that you should be doing. But sure. Oh, I didn't add the last one. That was actually 5. Am I about to what? Look, it just means death autism. Quack had a hyperfixation that was death. Yeah, but a person donating their body to science is vastly different than going on YouTube and looking up person dying. Or going on, like, Live Leak or whatever the hell. They're vastly different things. How's little Leggy doing? I also don't think murder docs and stuff like that are that great. I don't know. I don't know. I think Australitism. Australitism. Ostism. Ostrism. Ostrism? Ostrich. It would be ostrich. I don't know. I think there's a certain level of true crime obsessed that is also weird and shouldn't be a thing, you know? So, I don't know. There's a certain level of, like, being into true crime where it then becomes a red flag. There is a point where being into true crime goes from being a quirky little thing to being a red flag. You know what I mean? Or Nortism. That was really good. Good night, Strix. Thank you for lurking. I love you. Mwah. Thank you. I cheesed it, but I did it! Yippee! Yippee!
The flu.
Don't need to redo that. So now, theoretically, that should progress.
Excuse me? Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. That should progress her stuff. Man, why am I craving cheese now? Oh. We're gonna go back here. It's fine. Whatever. Fuck it. I'm a gamer. I can do it without. It's fine. So now that we've done that, now we've unlocked the next step of Millicent's quest. You can see here that there's 2 summon signs. There's summon to assist Millicent, and then there's this one that is summoned to challenge Millicent. Now, you might recall a long time ago, we met with an old man that was Millicent's adoptive father. His name was Sage Gowry. We can actually go back and talk to him real quick. Crying over, just empty now. What'd you get for food? Sorry, the work was bad. Right there, so I go where you did. What number is that? 3. What's a minoosh? Skidoosh. Fun fact about this game that many don't know, including me. I'm talking about me. I didn't know this. When you leave markers like this, if you just walk into it, it disappears.
Oh, I didn't notice you there. Welcome. How may I help you? My apologies, though. You hardly needed to see me like that.
Me to Dumpling? Why are you crying?
Oh, it's just... I realized that I'd soon be saying my goodbyes to Millicent, and my eyes began to well. She is to meet them very soon, her sisters, and when she does, she'll be defeated, surely, and begin to flower.
Become a flower?
Which is why, if you happen to be present for the girl's fight with her sisters, I ask that you side with the sisters and kill Millicent. It must be done by your hand, no other. Millicent trusts you, rather deeply in fact. Sever that trust. Nurtured by betrayal, her bud will flower most vividly. When Malenia ascends to godhood, Millicent too shall be reborn as a scarlet Valkyrie.
You can now see the symbolism of what the clean rot knights look like. You can now see, you can now understand.
Do you...
The technique of the pale pests who crawl through the lands afflicted by scarlet rot, the abandoned children of the goddess. Do you have an interest in rot incantations? We're going to buy this. So this guy, despite not looking like them, I know, is another one of the cultists, like the centipede bugs that shoot out all the pincer things. He wants Millicent to die, just like all the other bugs, because she will turn into another scarlet rot, similar to the one that is in Caelid that infected the land surrounding it. She will turn into another flower, and become one of Millennia's Valkyries, or rather one of the Scarlet Goddess's Valkyries. More on that second part later. But that's the story of this. That's the plot of this story-wise. That's the story of this choice between helping or between helping her or defeating her. That's the story behind it. Defeating her, helping out her sisters to kill her, would result in Millicent becoming a scarlet bloom in comparison to the one in Caelid. Helping her goes against the rot cult, and helps out Millicent to defeat her sisters. That's, again, the story. However, gameplay-wise, it is instead much more simple. Helping Millicent gets you a different talisman. That's this. It gives you a different talisman. Both do similar things, but in relation to successive attacks. But one is basically an upgraded version of this. The other is her prosthesis. We are going to assist. Millicent, not just because thematically it is the right thing to do. It's kind of fucked up to do what the cultists want us to do. So not only thematically does this make more sense, but also systematically, I guess, whatever, this is the better option for us and our current build in the game. So we're going to help her. And I think it makes for a more interesting story if we help her. I think helping her is more interesting. These are all of Millicent's sisters. I died. These are all of Millicent's sisters. I believe there's 7 of them. I could be wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. There's 5 in this fight, and I think we meet 2 others prior, or I could just be wrong and there's 5 of them. But these are all, as Millicent says, daughters and or offshoots and or whatevers to Millennia. Wow, that lady fucks. But they're all born from the Scarlet Bloom that happened in Caelid in some way. How that works, I don't know. Whoa! Fuck! He almost got him and I almost got one. We almost took out 2 at the same time. If her sister didn't come up and help. You need to submit a portfolio. Yeah, every single thing that a college says it's optional, you actually have to do. Yeah, you definitely. It shows Moxie. do it. Okay, there's one. There's two. One more. It's weird that no one uses these heavy swords. Like, there's one that uses the spear. I think that's the Blade of Calling, or whatever it's called. Which is what, Melina uses, our fire maiden that has abandoned us because we took on the frenzied flame. Hey look, it's Pollyanna. Like the hit song from Mother and Mother 2 and maybe Mother 3, I don't know. And for helping her, we get the rotten winged sword insignia. You can see winged sword insignia raises attack power with successive attacks. This greatly raises attack power with successive attacks. This one says, a talisman depicting a raised prosthetic blade, an honor bestowed upon the knights who fought alongside Millennia the Shattered. Raises attack power with successive attacks. The wings symbolize Millennia and her undefeated prowess, though she never knew relief from the accused rot she was born into. Her blade was forever beautiful and relentless. And then we have a talisman depicting a raised prosthetic blade, an honor bestowed upon the Valkyries who serve the goddess of rot. Greatly raises attack power with successive attacks. The four sisters were born in the swamp of Aeonia and came to the Haligtree under the aegis of Gowry, and yet those buds were doomed to never blossom. More on this in a hot minute. That winged sword is so pretty. Both of them, but especially this one. We just got a lot stronger. Like, a lot stronger. Only in certain cases. Not all the time, because I can't get successive attacks all the time. Not to make it, like, valuable, because you have to get quite a few. But for I'm okay with this. But for quite a bit of the game, we just got a lot more powerful. New game +4? I don't know about that. Man, I haven't decided, like, 100%. I thought I did when we started playing the game initially. But I haven't decided. I was going to lower the game down to just standard. You know, like, take off the New Game Plus entirely and just go back to standard game. When we got to the DLC and when we were doing the DLC. I've been debating on not doing that, and I haven't decided. Oh, yeah, also notice, hang on, before we move on, before I continue what I'm saying. This is the drainage pipe. It's water. It's, like, all water-based, right? If we go up here, that's flowing water, actively flowing water. If we go up here, you can see this area is, like, all infected by rot. There's, like, the rot pools and stuff. And then you walk 2 inches to the right, and there's this flowing water that is fully stopping all of the rot up there from coming down to this zone because there's flowing water. So if you look down there, like, obviously there's these trees and stuff, but, like, the actual pools of rot, gone. Because of that flowing water. Just that little bit right there completely stopped the progress of that rot swamp from advancing. In turn, further backing up the theory of them building all of this, like, flowing water with these aqueducts to stop the rot swamp down here. It backs up that theory. It's not confirmed. None of that is confirmed. We know that flowing water stops rot, but none of, like, we don't know that that's the reason they built that. It might have just been a happy coincidence or whatever. Happy accident. We don't know. Stagnation? Yeah. Oh. Oh, hang on, I actually missed something. To be stagnant is to rot. This is anti-couch potato propaganda, and I won't accept it. I won't support it. No way, no how. Good night, Shuffle. I love you. Mwah!
Oh. Hello. Thank you for lending your hand. Without your help, I could not have defeated that quartet. I feel as if I've been in your debt from beginning to end. Thank you. With your help, I was able to live as my own person. If only in passing. But this is where things end. I paused to even tell you, but I took out the needle myself.
The needle stops the rot from advancing.
Whoever put you up to this, that if I am to flower into something other than myself, I would rather rot into nothingness as I am. Please, let me pass alone. The scarlet rot writhes now, worse than ever. Soon, I won't be more than a mound of flesh, curse-laden. Untouchable. I wouldn't want such a thing to bring you harm. Please, the scarlet rot soon, curse-laden. I wouldn't want...
Alright. And we go... Hi, Jenny. Welcome to the end of a storyline. Explain the needle. So the needle is made of unalloyed gold. Unalloyed gold, basically, the word unalloyed means that it is pure. There's no other metal in there. If you have unalloyed iron, for example, it is just iron. There's nothing else in there. Most metals that exist, like in common use, are alloyed. Like that you just like purchase at the store if you buy like something. Usually it's alloyed. It's some form of an alloy. Like steel, probably the most popular metal on Earth for like purchases. Like that's an alloy. Unalloyed gold means that it is pure gold. And it seems... In fact, I'll read it for you right now. Here's Millicent. Gave into the rot. You look like a Steve from Accounting. I'm horrible at math. Absolutely horrendous. How you doing, Llama's child? I'm reading right now. Yeah, sure. An intricately crafted needle of unalloyed gold, removed by Millicent from her flesh. There is no trace of befouled blood, but is faintly moist with dew. Llama's child? Did I say that right? Help me. There is something I must return to Melania, the dignity of the sense of self that allowed her to resist the call of the Scarlet Rot. As I was saying. Correct? Cool. How you doing, dog? How you doing, the silliest goose? Where's my brain? So unalloyed gold basically means that it's pure gold. It's not an alloy. Miquella discovered that pure gold, pure unalloyed gold, could stave off the rot, the Scarlet Rot. It could stave off the... I think the exact wording... do we have it? I think the exact wording is that it can stave off the meddling of outer gods. It stops outer gods from being able to, like, interact in the world. So her having this needle inside of her makes it so that she can't be affected by the the outer gods. In turn, she can't her rot will stop progressing, basically. Okay. You'll learn more soon. Very soon. But yeah, no, I hate math. So, no. Not an accountant. In fact, I think I'm basically the exact opposite of an accountant. Because technically I'm an artist. Comedian. A creator. Which I think would probably be the exact opposite of an accountant. What is the accounting question? Lamass said that I looked like Steve from accounting. Which I don't know if that's a reference to a specific thing, or if I just look like a guy whose name's Steve and is in accounting. It is a reference to something, I didn't get it. You think I can make that? No. Most of what being an accountant is creative interpretation. Yeah, so during your audit, we found $3 million of untraced money? I've never even had $3 million. Oh, sorry, I was being creative. Oh, sorry, creative interpretation. My bad, my bad. That leads all the way down. Wasn't there an item, like, right here? Wait, where was that item? Wait. Oh, it's down here. Flower. Nascent butterfly. I think it was more valuable for me to drop down from there. I might just take this. Hey, man. Chill. What would happen if you fell and were invisible? I would still die. It was crunching your pee-pee? That is a child. It is a larvae. I am not Dr. Disrespect. Nor my dream. Thank God. You can't read? I can't. It's true. I hate that. I'm not reading that out loud. I refuse. Like a baby version of this guy. Oh, the guy that fell. The guy that's no longer up here. It is a very good item we just got. Keep getting off center. We got legendary talisman of wrought iron depicting a massive ancient dragon. Enormously boosts physical damage negation. The ancient dragons who ruled in the prehistoric era before the Erd tree would protect their lord as a wall of living rock. And so it is that the shape of the dragon has become symbolic of all manner of protections. Hey Anna, how are you? Your VIP ran out today. I got asked at work what would I do if I woke up dead, and I said probably not wake up because I would probably not wake up because I would be dead. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that speaking facts. Head out this way. There's some soldiers mourning their dead. Anyways, let's add them to it. I mean, if you were a ghost, maybe. I'm good at this game. I don't think that's still creative interpretation, Jenny, but I'm here for it. Rest in piss. You know what? I will. And I'll be happy about it. Oh no. Man. Get in my mouth. Someone replied on one of the shorts I uploaded recently, and they just said the word shave. That felt good. That one felt good. So I replied and I said get therapy like a couple hours ago. Oh my god, this guy's insane. I mean, that's a really smart answer. The answer of a cynic. How are you, Anna? So anyways, I started blasting. Oh, this isn't even... There's 2 knights here. Okay. It does so much damage. Its left breast is emblazoned with the crest of the Haligtree. Though watered with Miquella's own blood since it was a sapling, the Haligtree ultimately failed to grow into an Erd tree. It tells you some things, Chad. This tree that we're on was watered with Miquella's own blood. So anyways, I started running. So anyways, I started dying. So anyways, I started running. Instead of fighting each individual knight that has too much health for it to be worth it. Just picking up items. Just a quick item run. See? What did those rats say, Drew? Swiper, no swiping! That's a fox, you fool. The fox doesn't say it. The little rat does. You can't tell me that Dora's not a narc. You can't tell me that you watched Dora and don't think that Dora is a narc. She would rat you out in an instant. She would snitch like crazy. Oh. Some dude's doing some praying over there. That's scary. Oh, they can climb ladders. What's the kick button? There it is. Ah. No! Yeah, I did 4 damage to that guy, though. That hurt. Excuse me, I just need the item that you're praying to. Thank you. Oh, it's a Newman rune. Wow. A Newman. Interesting. Excuse me. Oh, it was just a fucking butterfly? God, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Down. Pop quiz, what's the best chips? McDonald's. No. Sorry. What's the best chips? I'm wrong. Chick-fil-A. I like the waffle cut. You can see over here. There's a scarlet bloom. Now, you remember that Melania bloomed here in Caelid. This was supposedly her first time turning into a bloom, like blooming. This was assumedly her first time. However, there's this here, with the clothing that Millicent wore, worn by a young woman who set off into the world to confront their fate. All of these are what Millicent was wearing. So, why is this here? Is this one of the sisters that, one of Millicent's sisters, maybe? There is a knight that carried Melania back to the Haligtree here, after she turned into a blossom, at Caelid. There is a knight that did that. Is that the Scarlet Blossom that the knight turned into? Do the Clean Rot Knights turn into a Scarlet Blossom? I don't know. A lot of questions in relation to that one. What we do know is that is most likely not from Melania. But then who is it from? Don't know. Don't know. Me? Yo, nice blossom. I now need to learn how to duplicate my save. So now we have two separate characters. We have two separate characters here. So I'm going to load Scoont number 2. I'm going to load specifically this Scoont. Specifically this one. Now I'm going to do something a little funky. I'm doing this specifically to prove a point. A long while ago, we had a bit of a conversation, a bet, if you will, of how long it would take me to beat Melania. I have not practiced this at all. I said that I would be able to do it in, I think I said under 5 tries. I think that's what I said. I can't remember. It was something like that. It was like an extremely low number. Now, the question is, does decreasing New Game Plus back down to what would be standard? Is that cheating for this bet? Does decreasing New... Because keep in mind, the level that I am right now is roughly the level that I was when I fought her originally. It might have been like maybe a 10 level difference when I fought her originally. So does me lowering New Game Plus down to New Game diminish this achievement? Like, does that make this not good? What do you think, chat? Keep in mind that I will be fighting her again after we do the DLC. Keep that in mind. What do you think, chat? Okay. I'm gonna make her a thing. Will I do it? It's under 5 tries. Will I do it? Notice how it's a person. The tree.
I dreamt for so long. My flesh was dull gold, and my blood rotted. Corpse after corpse left in my wake. As I awaited his return. Heed my words. I am Melania, Blade of Miquella. And I have never known defeat.
Whoa! Slow down. Okay. So anyways, as I was going to say, the tree is a massive person, and the big circle there resembles a womb. We'll talk about it more later. I'm a gamer! For every attack, restores health. So every attack that she hits, Jesus Christ, restores health. This is to represent the flowing water inside, the flowing blood inside of her, pushing back the rot. And it is the reason this fight is so hard. Because she is now back to full health. I need to play more defensively. I'm trying to be too aggressive. It's getting me hit. And I'm healing at bad times. I'm just relearning, chat. I'm just relearning the fight. One!
Blade of Miquella.
Just relearning the fight, chat. How is she alive or whatever? All will be revealed in time. Who was she dreaming about was most likely Miquella. But I don't know. I mean, she kind of said what she was dreaming about. Do that too. Damn it. That attack sucks. And she did it twice. Okay. Two!
Blade of Miquella.
Endless whoosh is the only reason I don't believe. Sorry, I know how to avoid it. Robo missed the entire speech leading up to the fight. It was 6 streams, 650 attempts. Maybe I dodged towards her for that. Oh, I guess I'll test it. I was kind of right, I think. didn't think that would hit me. Fuck! Wow, I was right next to her when she did that.
Melania, blade of Miquella.
What attempt do you think you looked up a guide on her fight? I did not. I don't think I did. You're wrong. The hang up that I'm having right now is that I have to kind of change the way that I play video games. I'm a very aggressive player. I'm surprised that hit me. God, that's such a small window of time. Thought that would... Whoa! I thought that would be a visceral break, but no. This one might be. Nope. Fuck. That was really bad timing. That was really, really bad timing. Yeah, that was really, really bad timing. I know how to avoid it. That was really bad timing. I don't think I'm going to do it under 5 anymore, Chad. I don't think I have it this attempt because this is going to enter the second phase. I'm going to do it, like, in few, but, like, not 5. Yeah, not 5. Leaving the prawn, you're right. That round where she insta-grabbed me was fucking bullshit. Got it. Good enough for me. That's me being an aggressive player. As was that. That was stupid. That was dumb mistakes. Not under 5. Not under 5. Yeah, what did I say I lose? Did I say anything? asked and you didn't respond. I think I definitely meant to like think on it, and then I didn't. Man, that was all of her health just then. Alright.
I am Melania, Blade of Miquella.
I say free redeems for December, but you're already get the refund. Yeah, that's already like there. Who doesn't have subs in chat? Chat, if you don't have a sub, say something. Alexa, pick a number 1 through 4.
There's a number between 1 and 4. It's 3.
Mine also said 3. There you go, Splatta. Did that. Wow. Didn't see my clever ruse. I seen it, I just ignored it. Swear to God, I remember it. I'm just failing to do it. Ah, fuck.
I am Melania.
That was horrible timing.
Of Miquella.
I don't think we're gonna make taxes. You're at 70% or whatever, and it is December 1st. If you don't make taxes this month, that is on you. 100%. Because there has to be so much tax evasion to not make it. There isn't 22 days left. It's infinite. For this month, there's 30 days left. 'Cause it's until the end of December. Everything that happens in December. And I haven't refunded Clinkies for an entire month, and I'm not refunding the ones in November. Merry Christmas. Or I'm not completing them, rather. I'm not... Like, if you reach the refund, you're getting 2 months rather than 1. Honestly.
I am Melania, Blade of Miquella.
I honestly really missed this. I know that, like, a lot of you, like, watch this and are like, I believe you. Yeah. I know a lot of you watch this and you're like, oh, 650 attempts. Oh, I have trauma, PTSD. I love this shit. I love this so much. Next to the lore, this is my favorite part of these games. It's fights like this. Where it's like incredibly even. She can be visceral off of light attacks. Like, she might be the only person that can't. Which makes sense for her character. But fuck! Man.
Blade of Miquella.
Yeah, I got it. I just needed my prawn. And now she's fully. I got lucky. Anal. Fuck. I can't believe I survived that, honestly. How did I do that? Because clearly I remember wrong. I remember it started with the run. It's running away. I can't remember the timing for the second part of it. That's
I am Melania, Blade of Miquella.
chat. Chat.
I cannot drain clients in here if this place isn't done. Angie.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah. Got it. God. What are those clapping sounds? Is him doing this? Is him being a schmeat? 20 attempts to end a stream? That's a good question.
Okay. Melania, Blade of Miquella.
Are you beating her this stream? Yeah, I got this. Hour bonus stream? No. Got this. Damn. Man. Keep trading. Fight. And it's basically making it so that I'm losing. No, I was so close.
Blade of Miquella.
Just being a shit about looking up stuff. I literally have no Oh, no. I don't think I looked it up. I could be wrong. I don't think I ever looked it up. It wouldn't... I definitely don't do that very often. I like keeping the sanctity of the fight and learning the fight because these things are... I like the puzzle of the boss fight. Figuring it out. It's something that you can only really do once. First playthroughs of all of these like boss-centric games are sacred. good, dog? Alright, how's your stream? God, that's so cool. It happens so rarely, but it's so cool. He's gonna do it. Do it. Do it, I know you are. Do it. Do the thing. I'm mad if he... Oh, that's my blue. I knew you were gonna do it. I knew it was coming. Fuck! I can tell. Do it. Do it. Fuck! Forgot I was out of juice. That fucking sucks.
I am Melania, Blade of Miquella.
Someone shout out bad luck Balfour, please. Please. Hang on, let me clarify. Is it bad luck Balfour? Or is it bad luck Balfour? Scrolling up. Melania go burr. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm good. Did it not do the shout out? Oh, there it goes. How was Skyrim? The Earl of Orkney? Last week, I'd... I'm not going to lie to you. We had such a flow going, I think that would have been the run had she not grabbed me. Okay, so it is Balfour. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't like I was supposed to be putting like an accent on it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I dodged that. I'm glad I lived it, but like I dodged that. That one I didn't. Nor that one. Alright, buddy. Yeah. She grabbed me there where I definitely pressed the jog button, but I guess it was a little bit of an animation priority issue, I would assume. But, yeah. No, I do not. Nine times out of 10, if the question is, do you want to know blank about boss? The answer's probably going to be no. Like I said, I love this. So any attempt that I can, any grasp that I can have at reliving the original experience of this fight, I will gladly accept. God, I pressed the wrong button there, and that was horrible. Okay. Well. I'm pretty decent on that now. Getting better with the timing. Did she just parry me? Did I just get Cling? Oh, I shouldn't have did that. Well, I did the exact same thing. I made the exact same mistake twice. Plus, I got hit while I was changing item. Okay, firstly, don't need it. I'm gonna need that for the second phase. I think I got it now, chat. I'm gonna use this specifically because I think I got it. Okay. And that's the one that she chooses to be hyper aggressive during. The one where I said I think I got it. Way more aggressive the intro than any other time minus the first one. The first one was insane, but I also spawned right next to her for the first one. So, you know. Okay. Oh. Well, there goes 1/4 of her health. There's all that damage that I did. She does cling me. It's insane. You gonna do it? Do it. No, you want to. Do it. No? I know. Still no, huh? So insane. I love that. I never noticed that on my first go. She like doesn't parry. She just like deflects the attack. Do it. What? All right. No more healing. Okay. healing for second phase. That's stupid. We love dumb mistakes. Well, I'm dead.
I am Melania, Blade of Miquella.
Good boy.
That is also one where she got a grab on me and healed a quarter of her health in one fell swoop. So getting her down to that low when making a mistake like that, I think I got it, Jack. I think I got it. I got it. You can do that. You got phase 1. Phase 2 is easier. God, that's so cool! Okay. Big attack. I know you're gonna do it. I know you want to. I know you're going to. You're under half. You always do it under half. Do it. Do it. I know you want it. What the fuck was that? Do it. Okay. Gotta be building up to it. Do it. Do it. I thought that I could damage her enough to get to second phase and avoid the attack. Because it was that close. I'm going to run the ad now because there's one about to happen. I'm going to run the ad. For the beginning of phase 1. Just in case. I don't think I added. 440, yeah. Good night, Robo. Love you. Alright. Alright.
I am Melania, Blade of Miquella.
That one was a little bit of bullshit, but hey, you know what? I'm here for it. Good night, dude. I'm probably only gonna go for 9 more minutes. I love you. Mwah. No, I got it. I don't need luck. I got skill. Yes. Oh my fucking god. I'm making stupid mistakes now, and I'm just wasting the rune art. Why I'm not eating one. So if I'm going to continue making stupid mistakes, then I'm just not going to use. Like that. I think that is by far the coolest thing that she does. I'm so impressed that that's a thing. It's not like it's a parry. She's not capitalizing on it. It is just a deflection. And I love that. It is literally just a, it's my turn to speak. Oh my god, okay.
Blade of Miquella.
Yeah, I'm not. Great runes are kind of poorly designed in this game. I agree. Hers is my favorite. Right now I'm using more GOTS, which actually does make a bit of a difference. But I do agree that I wish they were exponentially more. Didn't hit. All right.
Blade of Miquella.
Should have been a way to easily farm the activation item, make the player tradable like embers in Dark Souls. You also, when you there, you can find them. You also shouldn't lose them when you go to New Game Plus because you get most of them so late that there's nothing to use them on. I don't know if I agree with all that. What I think they need to do is I think the stat improvements that they give you should be exponentially better. It should be absolutely game-changing when you use them. Right now, there's not really much reason. The rune arcs should be another method to get to like a easier playthrough, an easier time. Similar to how summons and spirit ashes are, or using a blood weapon. All these are like ways to make the game easier. Using runes don't make the game easier, they do nothing. Oh! I didn't know we were here. Okay. Oh my god. Gaming? Big attack? Big attack? Big attack? You only did it once. I know the cooldown's gone, I know. There's phase 2. Phase 2 is easier than phase 1, but that does not mean it is easy. This is the second time she has ever been defeated in battle, but technically she didn't lose against Radahn. It was a stalemate, so she's still undefeated.
Wait.
Yeah, I regret that, Vic.
The scarlet bloom flowers once more.
She is still undefeated.
You will witness true horror.
I believe the first time that I did this, it took like 200 tries for me to get here. This is the attack. Dodged it, I stand a chance. Didn't dodge that, but I stand a chance. That's new. Damn. Whoa, that was awesome. That's new. Nope.
By the scarlet rot.
All right, I said my limit was 5. I said my limit was an hour. I said I was going to stop here. Not as many as I thought I would, but I am doing better. So I'm going to write down 22 in the Discord. We're going to call it there for now. We're going to call it there for now. I'm going to write 22 in the Discord. Right here. I'm going to pin it so we don't lose it. So we know that that was at 22. Okay? Actually, I didn't add one for just now. It's 23. 23. So we know that that's at 23. Okay? Next Elden Ring stream will be in the schedule that I'm about to post in the Discord.